told you earlier was triggered by your letter inviting the committee to join you in the field. After careful consideration, the committee found itself unable to do so due to the difference in mandate, lack of clarity on the method of operation, and the heavy workload already before us under Rule 188, including the backlog of over the 5,000 reports. However, the committee resolved that instead of going to the field together with you immediately, at this stage we should have this interaction. It is therefore my pleasure to invite you, Honorable Minister, to address this committee. You may use this opportunity to brief us on how you see us working as a single team in the field, given the fact that our constitutional law is to carry out oversight on the work of your ministry. I now officially declare this interface meeting open and invite you to make your remarks. I thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chair, which has the national objectives and directives and principles of state policy. That is before Article 1. The national objectives and constitution is marching orders to the state, setting out the principles and goals of which Uganda must be governed. Principle 26, we have what we call accountability under XXVI. I, all public officers shall be held in trust of the people. I too, all persons placed in position of leadership and responsibility shall in their work be answerable to the people. 311, that is II triple, all lawful measures shall be taken to expose, combat, eradicate corruption and abuse of misuse of power by those holding political or other political offices. Article 113, subsection 3, a cabinet minister shall have responsibility for such functions of government as the president may from time to time assign him or her.
Bless
Blessings.
Blessings.
That's So, Right Honorable Chair, the Minister is reading from a text which we don't have, and that is the procedure issue I wanted to raise, so that we move together. I don't know whether...
Honorable Musira.
Yeah, thank you.
What I'm reading is in the Constitution, and I believe everyone has his Constitution with us. Downward, we have oversight committees at parliamentary level, at district level, we have PAC at district. All these systems have been there. When I took over this ministry with my colleague and the people we met in the ministry, we found there was a boil that was boiling that we needed to pierce. Just like you mentioned, you have 5,000 reports. What action was taken that I don't know? You've clearly stated it, Honorable Minister, that the minister, who is not me at the time, was supposed to present to Parliament or let Parliament the different PAC reports from each district. I've been a minister for, this is my 90th day. It's good that those reports are there. We shall study and go through them. But the most important thing, we have auditors, we have everybody at the district. Government every day sends money not only to Masindi district where I hail from, but to Katakwi, to Kamuli, to Iganga, to all districts equally. In instances like road fund, it sent all these places. We have auditors in place, we have engineers in place, but what are they doing? The case backlog can be expedited. That is very good. The Auditor General's report, we've been looking at it, and also we get information on ground. The campaign we are on now is a people-led. People are demanding for accountability. People are saying, you people, you send to us money. The president, you've been sending us road fund. What is the money doing? Our roads are dying. People are claiming Uganda government is sponsoring UPE students in city schools built by government, like the one I visited the other day in Maracha, at a cost of 2.8 billion. But on the same of that, still private students, government students who go to the school are paying 220,000 in a district where you have a RDC, you have a DISO, you have all these people. So many other things are on ground that needed urgent attention. If we go to Parliament that I remain in office Our ministry, luckily enough, we are 2 ministers. One minister will be working on these administrative things. Since she's a member of parliament, I will remain on ground to remove the pus in the boil, to treat it with warm water and salt, put antibacteria to avoid getting a cancer. For the last 40 years, the president has been very kind and polite. In his remarks at the beginning, when he was taking over office this term, he said this term is a term of no sleep, no more sleep, no more patience, no more politeness, and no more corruption. Whatever we have done, I'm happy that I've shared a report with the Honorable Chair, a classified report, which she says I can give all of you. And I would request, since it is not addressed to you, read it for your understanding of what is on ground. What I'm doing what we call sample. You go to a district. I think I've gone to Namisindwa. I did not have a direction of what I'm going to do in Namisindwa. But I reached Namisindwa, 10,000 people were waiting to welcome me. I'd already notified the member of parliament, the Rasta man, that I'll be coming. So we met people where I didn't have even a rally meant to be. But they were standing that they have had a minister is in another constituency, but there is a bridge where I normally pass. So they were waiting near a bridge and a school to cry out. But we have a chairperson, LC5. The system in the local government has been sleeping. That's the right word I can say. We have a complete system. It's broken down. Now, to work that system, we need to check them. If we don't check them and I remain on the floor of parliament to make better presentations to you members of parliament, I will be wasting time. Every year, I will come and lay what they have told me in the district, but they are not telling you the truth. And as of you members of parliament, you are fearing these thugs in the district because they are accumulating too much money. I'm not a member of parliament, but I'm a member of parliament for Uganda as an ex-official. So they don't vote for me. The one who votes for me is the president. I must, with your support each one of you in your different constituencies to make sure things work out. Because I went to the deputy speakers. Deputy speaker is the head of, the vice chair of parliament. He told me clearly, the engineer John Baptist of Mitoma has been a problem. I've complained to Honorable Rafael Mageza. I've complained to everybody. But because there is the Local Government Act, where the district local government, the district service commission appoints somebody, so the all minister can do is investigate, PS interdict, all those other things. But the solution has remained, the problem has remained. Honorable Kainda Otafire, the general, the Minister of Internal Affairs then, now the Minister of Environment, Kira told me the last financial year, we received 1.something billion for the road. No single meter of road was worked on in my constituency. Now, if you fear the technical people at the district, let me not fear them for you. Let me sort them for you. I'm not witch hunting anybody. When I started with Mbale, Honorable Chair, I went to Mbale district. I went to the referral hospital of the district called Busiu. I found a husband to a fellow colleague, honorable colleague, a member of parliament of Mbale. The husband is a DHO in the district. This DHO, with his cleverness, he went to Bongoko Central, a fat-rich constituency. There's a Nayuku Health Center. They put 7 ghost staff, earning salary, the remote area, the place is packed. When I reached the health center at 9 a.m., there was 1 gatekeeper and 1 nurse, and then there were patients, over 30. I asked them, when does the in-charge clinical officer come? You see, if we don't do these spot checks, our system will collapse on us. So, when I insisted that give me the duty rota, show me when you work, who's working when. When does this person, how come they have ticked them every day they have worked? To have been the first person at the health center. How come everyone has reported for duty that they have gone for outreach? I asked which outreach. So he called, give me the number of one of them. Where are you? I'm at home. What are you doing? I'm chilling. He didn't know he was talking to a minister. But he told me he has gone for outreach and he has signed. So I asked State House Anti-Corruption and CID and DPP. I was with them on the team. I told them, now, in this scenario, what do we do? Said, Honorable, this is thuggery. These people are not here. Let's make an audit. So they made an audit. They said there is a problem here. In a nearby center called Naiuku, I found a primary school next with 1,480 people registered. Only 700 people were on duty, were in class. When I asked the headmaster father, when I pressed the headmaster father, he said, we have 1,400. I asked the headmaster, they are all in class? Yes, Honorable Minister. They are all there and they are happy, they are all learning. The teachers are there. I said, okay. He didn't know that I can count. So I told him this will take me about 5 minutes. I'm a business, but I know how to count. I did my numbers. Now, headmaster, let's have teachers at the door. I'm going to count one class by one class. At the end of count, I had 701. I asked him, so where are the others? That he started now fidgeting. Honorable, can I talk to you? Can I have a meeting with you? Honorable, can I do this? I said, how much does government give you capitation grant? How much are you filing to get money from government? That is a sample of one school. I discovered 886 people have never registered in that school, but they are getting capitation grant. Who's losing? Don't we have PAC of the district? Don't we have DISO? Don't we have inspector of school? Don't we have education officer? It will take me 146 days to finish 146 district, but the district I live wakes up. I believe Namisindwa is not the same as it was when before I came there. Is it the same? So when I come to Mukono, the chairperson will be happy. When I went to Kabarole, I think the woman MP must be telling you, there is no district that I've gone and I leave a district as it was. When I come to Aswa, I will sort for you what is hard. 2, I went to Busuyu, the referral hospital of Mbali. The government put 19 workers, 3 casuals, cleaners and gatekeepers, etc. 16 nurses and 3 doctors. 7 midwife and nurses have never reported to the health center. They were appointed on the same day, given study leave on the same day, without reporting at the institution, at the station. But we have all these people, you've been sending them. You send all these people, they go there. So when a minister goes on ground, it is different from when you send institutions. I believe I should not be corrupted. I don't think Honorable Nambooze will be corrupted when you make an ambush in your school where you know there are ghosts and you count. It is your duty. It is a duty of everyone, like I've read for you under the Constitution, that every Ugandan, under Article 17 of the Constitution, it is a duty of every citizen of Uganda to protect, preserve public property, to combat corruption and misuse or wastage of public property or resources. Honorable Nambooze and the committee members, I believe what we are doing is to support the system, to awaken the system. When I wanted to stand for a member of parliament, I went to my chairperson of the party. I told him, Your Excellency, I would like to go and compete. My people are telling me you go and compete. They will vote for me. He said, I've been seeing your rallies, but young people, you are misled. You don't know why I appointed you. Did the Banyoro know you before I made you a minister? Yes. Why didn't they tell you that time that go and stand as a member of parliament? Said, I want you to support me. I'm 81 years old. We have done our part as the revolutionaries. So you, the young people, come and be our backup in the 76,000 villages, in 146 districts, in 10 cities, in over 29 municipalities, in 2,000 plus sub-counties. We must work. We must support these, our fathers and our parents, the fighters. So, Honorable, I believe I can read for you maybe a small thing here. Distinguished officials, ladies and gentlemen, the Minister of Local Government is grateful for this opportunity to appear before the committee and to engage in a discussion on measures to strengthen accountability in local government. The Minister values Parliament oversight role and appreciates the committee's continued engagement on matters of governance, financial management, and service delivery. The Ministry has undertaken several measures to strengthen accountability, improve accountability, functionality, and support better service delivery across local government. These interventions have focused on staffing, supervision, leadership development, policy guidance, performance improvement, project implementation, revenue mobilization, and follow-up on national priority programs. On staffing, the ministry coordinated recruitment for key positions in local government, and at the center, contributing to an increase in staffing for critical posts in local government from 60% in June 2022 to 70% in June 2026. While staffing at the ministry headquarters reached 91%, the ministry is continuing to pursue the target of 75% staffing for heads of department, 65% for other categories of staff in local government. The ministry also carried out an induction and orientation program for newly appointed technical officers, chief administrative officers, town clerk, chairpersons, mayors, in order to strengthen leadership compliance and operationalize effectiveness. In addition to the strategic guidance and management training program was organized to the chief administrative officers, where quarterly meeting for all cows and town clerks have continued to serve as a platform communicating policy, reviewing implementation, progress, and follow-up. I think it is on that point 4 when I invited you, the Honorable Chair of the committee, and members of the committee to join us for that induction, which was held at Imperial Royal Hotel a week ago. That was aimed at communicate our position on what we need to do as local government. That was the intention of having that meeting. The minister has also conducted sector-based engagement with the planners, internal auditors, engineers, education officer, health officer, human resource officers, and other key technical staff in support of compliance and service delivery circular and guidelines have been issued on corruption prevention. Reporting obligation, parish development model implementation, local government public accounts committee, service commissions, misuse of government equipment, and other operational matters. The minister has also continued to coordinate implementation of parish development model through technical guidance, public awareness inspection, follow-up on compliance issues, and documentation of success stories. To date, over 3 trillion has been disbursed to 10,589 parishes, with each parish receiving approximately 300 million. It is now 400 million because it's 4 years since the program started. The ministry supported national awareness on radio stations, 5 TV stations, documentation success stories from 54 local government, and conducted compliance inspection, supervision, and follow-up in 120 local governments. Under the Kisanja No Sleep, His Excellency the President has intensified the political and technical accountability through field-based supervision by ministers across Bugisu. Now we are done, we are doing sample of 3 to 4 districts in every sub-region. Renzori sub-region will be this weekend. West Nile I did 3. Last week I delegated Honorable Namere to represent in Budaka. These visits are making our system wake up. I know there are a couple of mistakes on ground, but perfection, the more we work, is the more we shall improve operationalization of these things. And we are working in partnership. When I go on ground, I don't move as a minister of local government. I am accompanied by an officer from DPP, an officer from CID, a team from State House and Corruption, and a legal person from Office of the President or from the President, where we meet even the technical people at the district. We begin with meetings with the district leadership, where members of parliament and ministers from those respective places are invited. So we always do consultation. And sometimes now for Honorable Namere, for her, she worked with the IGG's office. Now, under the Kisanja No Sleep, like I mentioned, we are trying to do checking on infrastructure, market, facility, roads, health, education service, and local revenue initiatives. I would like to inform you that Honorable Betty, the chairperson, Chalawa Chireke, this weekend I went to Pakwach, where government budgeted for 900 million to do 1 kilometer of low surface, cheap surface road. I found the engineer had done 10 meters, but he had used all the money. He had only 12 million. When I asked him where is the money, he said money. So now I said, now we have all these systems. You have a CFO, you have a cow, you have RDC, You have this, so for evidence's sake, for how long are we going to lose money under impunity? So when people act with impunity, take them on. If you remain making reports and putting them in Parliament that we act, the Auditor General has made several reports, no action taken. The corrupt are smart. They will run and get a good law firm to defend them. The people we arrested, I will read for you a summary of a few people that we have arrested who have appeared in anti-corruption court. They did not spend 2 weeks. They have not spent 2 weeks in Ruzira. They have been given bail. What is happening with bail? Whatever we are doing. So it will be, it's not a Barugahara model or Balamu model. It is for all Ugandans. And I'm happy that your voters, the voters that give the president the mandate to appoint me also, the same voters who give you the mandate to become members of parliament, are now demanding for accountability. In a district local council like Isingiro, the cow chased away the press from all council sittings. Why do you chase away the press? The press should be there the same way, Honorable. You have press in your committee to report what we have budgeted, what we discussed, whether we fought. So whenever we leave these people do whatever they are doing. In Isingiro, they were rated the best district. Ask anyone from Isingiro if Isingiro is the best district. So there is corruption in the awarding committee. The people doing the supervision that they have come to a district and they make Isingiro #1 forever. When you become #1, you earn 300 million. The committee coming to award you a number, you give it 100 million and they make you #1. With no mattresses in hospital, with no teachers on the ground, with a dam where government has spent money in one of the sub-county, a dam working meant to supply water in 3 villages, working on one farm, one person's farm. So if a minister remains in office that we have these people, they are giving us, they are supporting us, even the president, I believe, is going to make some changes in the nearby future. Because we must have people on the ground who are willing to work. If you are an intelligence officer, I should not wait for a minister to come out, people stop him and tell him, Honorable, you come and say toilet. A sub-county in Maracha where they used 100 million. A toilet where they are telling they spent 20 million. A school in Kasese, 2 weeks ago, they posted a small toilet that it is a kitchen. When I posted it, I said, Kasese, I'm coming. It took them 14 days to put a nice kitchen, expand it, leave the tank, paint it, expecting the minister to go to Kasese this Friday. I mean, let us do what we can. My work is to kuzuksa. Let me kuzuksa the system. Things will be totally different. We shall go head on. Then the people who are working, I want to ask you, honorable members, in Mbarara district, where I don't know who comes from Mbarara here, Mbarara city, the mayor, the town clerk of Mbarara, chased away the procurement officer, sent away the CFO that is insane. He declared the CFO insane. She has been appointing someone to do the procurement. She makes the payment.
You wind up.
I'm trying to wind up. I'm giving you just a snapshot. If I don't give you a snapshot, Honorable Chair, I request for another 10 minutes. Mbarara, you take over role of all the 3 positions. How will you combat corruption? They gave a road to make into Uchira Road. They missed out 200 meters. In the quotation or in the contract signed by Solicitor General, they added at the time of payment 216 million. You have auditors, you have park of the district, you have all these things working. So we should show these people that we know what you are doing, and we shall come for you, and it will not be a polite way. The polite way they know, it will not be the same polite way. This generation is totally different. This system is totally different. Let us be remembered that we stood for the country. They may think we are doing the wrong, but the corrupt do the wrong, and they want to be held in a right way. We shall not. I went to Bulambuli. There's a toilet, pit latrine, without a pit. But it's a pit latrine, quoted 73 million, properly roofed, commissioned by RDC. What thuggery is that? You commission a toilet and 73 million is spent without a pit, and you're calling it a pit latrine. So I said, what if this RDC wanted to go for a short call and he enters that toilet, or he gets diarrhea and he enters that toilet, what would happen to that toilet? What would happen there? Would he go on that cement and then says, where's the hole? What is it? Why can't we do due diligence as people working in the district? You have councillors, you have all these powerful people. So corruption is syndicated. And the way it's syndicated, I will take it on because I don't expect an envelope from any of them. I don't need an envelope from a cow. I don't need any facilitation. I've told Mr. Kumumanya, the PS, that the politeness president has told you several times. In Chankwanz, he told you, no more politeness. You either do your job as a PS to tell your people that they are coming for you, or we shall go for them. How many cows have you interdicted so far? Is there anyone interdicted without a reason? Are others not waking up? So we should stop being polite on these thieves. Everyone should do his work. Why should a cow spend 1 billion without supervising a road, the road they worked on? Honorable Nambooze and committee members in Ibulambuli, which is a mountainous area, the president has provided government has provided 1 million per family, people who are doing PDM. In Ibulambuli, I think they have now received close to 18 billion under PDM. These are mountainous places where farmers go to the mountain to work. So to bring their harvest, they must use those maram roads. I give you money to go and put maram. You bring ready loam soil, pour it on the road. Then a minister, good enough, I asked Honorable Simon Mulonge, fellow minister from Bugisu, accompany me to the inspection. As we are moving on a hill, his shoe remains in the mud. So I asked him, so Honorable, is this your maram, how your maram works? The mud to hold a shoelace. I said, now to hold your soul. I said, now I think now you know what has brought me here. Then the engineer said, that is maram. I said, okay, Honorable Fred Yamukama, can you give me some engineers? A team comes from Kampala. Take lab samples at 5 spots. Bring to a laboratory. 0% of maram. And you'll see that case when it goes to court, they will say the man has no case, they will tell him go home. And the thuggery continue. Interdiction is 6 months. So the system of interdicting officers for 6 months, I don't think it will work. So what we are going to do, since you are the PAC of local government, I will propose to you very soon. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We are going to change the law. And we make simpler decision making. If court is failing us, if the prosecutors are failing us, let us do a disciplinary committee in a given district. They gave you money to build 3 classrooms, you built 1. We do, Local Government Amendment Act. We put those things. We should hold meetings in the parishes or in the village where a crime has been committed. And we call a committee, we budgeted as government to build 3 classrooms. This money built 1, the other money is not accounted for. What do we do for him? Sir, did you do it? Did you receive the money? Yes. So what do you want us to do? Forgive me. No. No job. We have children, Honorable Bachireke, who have graduated. They are jobless because nobody knew them. Because nobody has connected them. Because they don't want to sleep with the service commission. They don't have 20 million to buy a job. So this district service commission is another problem. Another nightmare. Another nightmare. And members, this one, support me, we fight it. Service commission, they have mastered it. They have someone they call the service commission secretary who manages the finances. And then you touch them, they run to equal opportunity. Equal opportunity, there is someone there in equal opportunity who listens to them all the time and he gives them breathing space. That time has also come to an end. So, Honorable Chair and the committee members, our move is to stop the wound from becoming a cancer. It will be done in that formula we are doing it. We are not using, like I want to inform you members of parliament, Honorable Kumumanya didn't have a budget for public address system. But a minister where he's going, the people are welcoming him. He didn't have budget for monitoring barazas, those barazas you are seeing. So I thought maybe I would also go and maybe use a small public address system in their council hall to speak to a few people. But when you enter a council hall, before you leave, like from Barara you have seen and all these other places, Maracha, people are waiting, people are annoyed. People, they ate their bridge money. People, they ate their school. People are paying school fees more money than they were paying before UPE was introduced. In a government school in Iganga, they are charging 100,000 for a primary school. But don't we have all these people in place? It's UPE. In Mbale, Mpoma Secondary. Mbale Mpoma Secondary, Honorable Chair, the secondary government of Uganda gives it 150 million. Another one, Mbale High, they are getting about 300 million per year. We have paid 28 teachers. In another one, you have given 56 teachers. They are charging parents 300 without food for a day scholar. So what we are doing is for the good of the common man. Thank you very much, Chair.
Thank you.